If you're looking to get into the fast Ford scene, it can start to get pretty expensive, but there are some super cheap, retro old school Fords that can get you there on a small budget. These cars are quite old now, they won't be perfect, but they do have bags of character and lots of potential. The Ford Puma. This very handsome pussycat was made between 1997 and 2002. It was strikingly good looking back then, and it still looks pretty good by today's standards. It's based on the Fiesta platform, available as a 1.4, 1.6, but it's the 125 brake horsepower 1.7 Z-Tech car that you want. The racing Puma is rare and too expensive. Now these Pumas are cheap, fun and unusual. Rough examples start at about £500, £1,500 to £2,000 should get you a nice car. The Puma's bigger brother now, the Ford Cougar, which back in the day didn't get much love. Based on the Mondeo, they made it between 1998 and 2001. You can buy the 2-litre version, but I'd personally go for the 170 brake horsepower 2.5 24 valve V6 model. I think it's a good looking muscular car, it drives well, lots of space and lots of power, and it's got that rarity factor as well. The Cougar is still super cheap to buy right now. £500 will get you a car needing some TLC, £1,500 to £2,000 will get you a really nice tidy car. The Ford Fiesta Z-Tech S. In '99, this little fezzer was facelifted to look more edgy. There was no ST Fiestas back then, this Z-Tech S was the performance model. Its 1.6 16-valve Z-Tech engine only gives you warm hatch performance with 103 brake horsepower, but with its good chassis, stiff suspension, better brakes, tasteful body kit, it's a fun little car. It's getting rare, it has retro looks and prices are increasing. £2,000 to £3,000 should get you a nice car in a good condition. The Ford Probe, sold in the UK between 94 and 98. It reminds me of a budget BMW E31. Now the Probe wasn't a big success for Ford, the name didn't help. Even though it had decent looks, it was well equipped, pop-up lights, and even Jeremy Clarkson loved the Probe on the old Top Gear. Now there's a 2-litre car, but the one you want is the 165 brake horsepower 2.5 24 valve V6. Rough examples can be bought for about £500 and £2,000 to £3,000 will get you a nice example. That's if you can find one because they're pretty rare. The Focus ST120, sold in the UK from 2002 to 2005. It's an ideal fast Ford if you've got a family, it comes in 3 or 5 doors. This ST170 is starting to be appreciated again. It's got a 2-litre 16-valve engine with 170 brake horsepower. It's got nice understated looks, stiffened and lower suspension, it's got a good chassis and it's got a close ratio 6-speed manual gearbox. Now prices are starting to rise for nice examples. £2,000 to £3,000 will get you a nice car and about £1,000 for one needing some TLC. The Mondeo ST220, sold in the UK between 2002 and 2007. It's one of the best handling saloons of its generation. There's a diesel option, but the one you want is the 3-litre V6 with 223 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 6.5 seconds. It looks great as a saloon, hatchback, but my favourite is the Estate. With its tasteful body kit, quality, well-equipped interior, body-hugging Recaros, it's a proper fast Ford. They are getting harder to find now, prices are rising for mint examples. There are a handful of cars for sale though, all around the £2,000 mark, 100,000 miles, in a good straight condition. The Fiesta ST Mark V, sold from 2005 to 2008. I quite like this little Fiesta. It might not be the quickest in its class, but it's got lots of appeal and, once the numbers start thinning out, it's a future fast Ford classic for sure. I like its wedge angular shape, the car handles well, it's got a great chassis, decent interior. It has 150 brake horsepower from its 2-litre engine. You can easily find a decent car from £1,500 to £2,000 and £3,000 to £4,000 for a low mileage car. The Scorpio Ultima Cosworth. It's the cheapest way to own a Ford Cosworth. Sierras, Escorts are all serious money. The Scorpio is a well-equipped large car. There's no body kits, there's no sport suspension, it's like a large comfortable sofa, but it does have a 2.9 24-valve V6 Cosworth engine with 204 brake horsepower under the bonnet, which incidentally is the only Cosworth badge on the whole car. The Scorpio was a bit of a flop for Ford. It's not the best looking car I've ever seen, but I've seen much worse. It does have appeal though, it's a Ford Cosworth and it's rare. You can find a car needing TLC from about £2,000, or I found this mint example low mileage for £4,000. There are plenty of older Fords going cheap which need minor restoration, from Orions, XR3Is, Fiestas, but they will need some money and time sinking into them. Anyway, thanks for watching, bye bye.